guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I am Mufida and I'd like it if you click down below to subscribe to my channel. Hey guys, I'm super excited because I just hit 4K. Thank you so much for subscribing to me if you're new, and thank you so much for being with me all the way from 1 subscriber if you've been here. I'm really appreciative of all your support and all the views and all the joy that you guys share with me on this channel. I am so grateful. So today I am going to be showing you guys an updated everyday makeup routine. This is not going to be anything difficult. Of course, you guys know that I always give you the tea. Now I have updated my everyday makeup routine because one, I picked up a few tricks and tips, and also 2, I am going back to a few other things I used to do that I stopped doing, and 3, I am settling into embracing my melanin, guys. You guys are going to get exactly what I'm talking about into the video. If you want to see how to achieve a flawless natural look, carry on watching and let's just get right into the video. So the very first thing that you want to do when you're applying your makeup is to apply primer. I already applied all my skincare. I'm thinking about filming a video of how I do like my skincare all the way down to, you know, setting spray on a daily basis. On days where I have to wear makeup or I want to wear makeup just to feel and look good. Not like I don't feel and look good without makeup, but you guys get what I'm talking about, don't you? So yeah, I am going to go into the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer. This has been one of my go-to primers. I've had it for a while and I, you know, keep going back to it each time. So I'm just going to apply that on my face and, you know, rub that into my skin. The next thing I'm going to be doing is going into concealer, and I'm going in with the, I'm going in with the LA Pro concealer in the shade Fawn, which is exactly my skin tone. I'm just going to be applying it over the really dark areas of my face. I like to color correct or conceal, it really depends on the mood. But using a concealer that is my skin tone really does it for me. So I'm just going to be applying this all over the areas where I want to cover. Now I don't cover every single thing because the foundation is also going to be covering up some of the spots. I just cover up the most, you know, prominent ones, and I just buff it into my skin with the, what is this brush called? The crease brush from Real Techniques. The next step I'm going to take is to go in with some setting powder from Sasha Cosmetics. I'm just going to be putting that all over my face to set my entire face and also to give me some coverage and to ensure that my makeup is long lasting. Now previously I would, you know, put setting powder all over my face before you know, putting concealer to correct the spots on my face, but I realized that putting on concealer and putting setting powder on it, first of all, sets the concealer, gives me some coverage and keeps my face matte all day. So I am killing 3 birds with 1 stone. That's not how the saying goes, by the way. I'm just, you know, saying it to apply to whatever I'm trying to mean. Great, now that we have got that out of the way, the next step I am going to take is to go in with Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation in the shade 390. Now I am blending it out with the Evita Joseph Annette B foundation blending brush. I think there's no name on this brush, but it does a good job at blending foundation. Now I am just going over with a damp beauty blender to do a little more blending and also to take off any excess foundation. The next step I'm going to take is to conceal my under eyes. I'm going in with the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. Again, I'm just concealing the area under my eyes and around my mouth, you know, the mustache area. I'm going to buff it out with the brush from Real Techniques, which is the setting brush. I'm gonna go back in with the beauty blender to buff that in. Now you realize that I didn't go over with concealer over my eyelids. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the shade Tan Sand. I'm going to be highlighting under my eyes and areas pretty much where light hits. Now I'm not going to be overdoing it because once again this is an everyday makeup look, a natural look, so I want to maintain my natural features. So I am going to be putting concealer under my eyes. Now this concealer dries matte, so you want to be careful and blend it out right after you apply it. So I'm just going to blend it out with the setting brush from Real Techniques. A little does go a long way with this concealer. Now my under eyes are super highlighted. I'm just going to be putting just little dots of the foundation at areas where I want to highlight. As you know, this foundation, as you know, this concealer a little does go a long way, so I am really being careful. So what I'm gonna do next is to go with a beauty blender. This beauty blender is really beat up. It's a sponge from Real Techniques. I'm just going to buff under my eyes and take off any excess product and make sure that the concealer is not creasing in the lines under my eyes. It's not the concealer that creases, it is the lines under my eyes. So I'm not saying this concealer is not a good one, but it's just the way my face is. The next step I'm going to take is to contour, and I'm going to be cream contouring. I don't do this every day, but on days when I want to look snatched, and this is pretty much a natural look, I'm not going to be applying too much product. I'm just going to be applying very little product. I usually do a 3 at both sides of my face, but no, today I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to put just tiny lines at areas where I would usually contour, like so, to give me a bronzy look, more of a bronzy look than a contoured look. Now I'm going to be putting 2 lines onto my nose to contour that as well. Contouring your nose is not necessary if you don't want to. And to, you know, accentuate the darkness on my eyelids, I'm going to be putting some of the contour product onto my eyelids to give me coverage and also to accentuate the darkness on my eyelids. Now I'm going to be blending out the contour on my face. Now you realize that it's not so contoured, it's just giving me like a really nice bronzy look. I look a little crazy because it's not all blended out, but we're going to do that in just a little bit. Now you realize that the natural shadows of my face have been brought back because I applied the contour product. Now moving on to my nose, I'm just going to be putting that into my eyebrow and, you know, underneath my eyebrows, just to make it look a little more natural. And I'm just going to be dragging the products down my nose. Now I'm going to blend that out some more because it's going to look a little unrealistic. The goal is to get your face looking as natural as possible, accentuate your, you know, good looks, and not necessarily hide your flaws. Of course, the flaws that's like pimples and spots, and you know, we don't all like that look. As much as pimples are not so bad, I mean, what am I saying? But like, not saying everybody with pimples looks disgusting, but like, it's not a bad thing that makes you look ugly. It's a face. So just at a point in time you like to show it, at a point in time you would like to cover up. It's what I'm saying. I think I went a little overboard with the contour product on my eyelids, but once I do my brows and I conceal around my brows, it's going to be looking much more presentable than this. So I am going to be setting my face. I'm going back in with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set underneath my eyes, but before that I'm going to be blending out any creases under my eyes before setting it. Now I'm going to be setting the rest of my face with a brush and the Real Techniques, setting brush and the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. If you guys haven't seen my updated foundation routine, I think that you should, so that you would understand why I do these things. The rest of my face, I'm just going to be sweeping the powder across to kind of set it, but not so much baking. Okay guys, so I went off camera to do my brows. As you can see, the eyelid color is looking pretty normal now that I was able to conceal around my brows. Looks like really natural, because usually my eyelids are darker and bright underneath my brows are lighter because I trim those. Do you guys get what I mean by embracing my melanin and my flaws? Like, that is one of the things that I was talking about. There are more tips and tricks I'm going to be showing you guys soon in the video. Now if you want to see a detailed eyebrow tutorial, I will link that below or above, so you guys can, you know, click on that after watching this video. Of course, you guys can go ahead and watch that you know, that video. I can't even talk, guys. I'm super excited. So the next step I am going to take now is the same brush that I used to blend out the contour product on my eyelids. I'm going to be taking that same brush and going into the shade that I'm going to be contouring with, which is these two shades right here. This is the BH Cosmetics Pro Studio or Studio Pro contour palette. This is an affordable one, so I'm just going to put that all over my eyelids and set that color I put up there. The Black Opal Stick foundation in the shade what is it called? What's that shade called? I've forgotten. Suede Mocha. It's so warm. If you're my shade, you should go ahead and purchase that. It's so blendable and it's so warm. Now what I am going to do, since this looks a little harsh, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is a lighter shade. I'm going to be blending that into my crease to, you know, lighten the color on my lid just a little bit, because I seem to be going a little overboard with this. I'm not going to be applying lashes today, guys. I don't know if I would. Should I? I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I wouldn't. Nope, I'm not going to be applying lashes. So I'm going to be making my eyelashes. I'm going to fake making my eyelashes looking thicker than they actually are by putting brown eyeliner, because black eyeliner is going to be way too harsh. So I'm just going to be lining my lash line. So the next thing I'm going to do is to smoke out the brown liner I put in my lower lash line. I'm going to be going back into the shades that I put onto my eyelids to smoke it out. We are pretty much done with the eyes for now. All I have to do is apply some mascara. The next thing I'm going to do is to apply bronzer, but since we used the contour products before, I don't want my face to look way too bronzed up. So I'm going to be using this red shade right here. It's very, not red, it's a reddish brownish color, I think. And I'm just going to be setting my contour lightly with that shade right there. Now I'm going to be setting the contour on my nose as well. My nose is itchy. I don't know why. Now the next step I'm going to take is to go into this yellow shade right here to highlight underneath my eyes, because the highlight has gotten lost under all the product I have put. I know it looks like there's a lot of powder going on right here, but we're going to set it soon with some setting spray. So the next step I'm going to take is to be applying blush. Now, who said people of color don't apply blush? Like, that is so 2002, I think. I'm going to be going in with this orange, like peachy, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's from Kikai Cosmetics and it's in the shade Lady. I'm just going to be applying that onto my cheek bones, the apples of my cheek, sorry. I'm just pushing the rest of the setting spray into my skin. So the next step I'm going to take is to line my lips. I'm going to be going in with the Davis Cosmetics brown lip liner. It's a dark brown lip liner, which is quite basic if you'd ask me. Everybody should have this in their makeup kit. So I'm just going to be lining my top lip. I'm going to be slightly overlining my lower lip. Just before I apply my lip product and mascara, I am going to be applying my highlighter. I'm going in with the Kikai Cosmetics highlighter palette. This is called the Gleam palette. I'm going in with the shade Lightning. I am putting some highlights onto my brow bone. And I'm also going to put highlighter all over my eyelid to give me some shimmer. Also the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose as well as my cupid's bow. Now the next step I'm going to take is to apply my mascara. I am going in with the NARS Climax mascara. I'm going to really go in on the mascara because I'm not applying falsies today. Now the last thing I'm going to be doing is applying some lip gloss onto my lip. I'm going in with the Fenty Glow lip gloss. Okay guys, so this is the final look. This is the turban I decided to go with. I love this turban, like I don't regret getting it at all. And I have these two earrings I got from Sac Republic, and I really love the look. It's super natural, it doesn't look too much, and it's suitable for every day, especially because I'm not wearing any falsies. I really love how this look turned out. I took some tips and tricks from different influencers and I added a few of my own. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I hope that you picked something up from it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and comment down below. Comment a red heart if you've subscribed. Comment a gold heart if you enjoyed this tutorial genuinely. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Stay safe and see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys.
You know you can text me if you're lonely. She be wanting the morning 24 times I'm trying to call it. Text me on the phone, she tell me she love it. Now I want to go, she didn't make me fall again. She be wanting the morning 24 times I'm trying to call it. Text me on the phone, she tell me she love it. Now I want to go, she didn't make me fall again. She be the one where they make me they want to fall in love.